Good afternoon, everyone. I will present before you. I don't have a PowerPoint presentation because Dr. Sinha said that PowerPoint corrupts absolutely. So taking a cue from there, I will do without a PowerPoint presentation. I will talk about the Brahmaputra Basin and the water resources of the northeast, and about Brahmaputra Board, what its mandate is and how it has been performing, and what are the, what is there in the offing for the future. So on these lines I will speak in this session, and then I more look forward to hearing from Mr. Tin, because Vietnam is a part of the MRC framework, and they have a lot of experience about transboundary collaboration and running an institution which is a copybook river basin organization. So we can learn a lot from their experience. So I want to start with a clarification that Brahmaputra Board has not had any experience of any transboundary international cooperation. We have so far not handled any even externally aided projects, or we are not a part of any bilateral or multilateral cooperation mechanism. So I do not have, as Brahmaputra Board Chairman, I do not have any experience of that sort. But in the future, we look forward to having a good international cooperation, and the kind of topic that we are discussing today, at its heart is the international collaboration across the border. So Brahmaputra Board was set up in 1982. In 1980, the Parliament of India enacted the Brahmaputra Board Act, and in 1982 the board came into existence on the 11th of January. Brahmaputra Board is a central organization, and the main purpose of setting up this organization was that Northeast is a very, very important area from the point of view of water resources. We have large number of rivers in the Northeast, and of course the biggest, the major system is the Brahmaputra Basin or Brahmaputra river system. Then we have a Barak system, and then we have many other rivers in the Northeast that do not enter either the Brahmaputra system or the Barak system, but they drain either in Bangladesh directly or in Myanmar. So we have large number of such rivers in the Northeast. Northeast represents about 1/3 of the total water resources of the country. In these basins that I mentioned, the total water is about 1/3 of the total water of the country. So it becomes a very important segment of the national water resource management. So because of this reason, there was a need, and also all the rivers that I've talked about, whether it is Brahmaputra or Barak or other rivers, they are mostly multi-state rivers. We have large number of tributaries of Brahmaputra. We have roughly 20 major tributaries that join Brahmaputra river from the north, and we have about more than a dozen tributaries that join Brahmaputra river from the south, and we have large number of tributaries of Barak. We have 18 tributaries in the Barak system. So all these rivers are multi-state rivers, interstate rivers. Because they are interstate rivers, and water of course is a state subject under the Constitution of India. But when you are dealing with interstate waters, then the central government has to play a role. And we have a specific entry number 56 in the Union list under the Constitution of India, which empowers the Parliament and the central government to create legislative and executive mechanisms for dealing with such interstate river issues. So therefore, it was important to have a central organization. Also at the same time, Northeast is the hydel powerhouse of the country in terms of potential. Northeast has a potential of generating more than 65,000 megawatt of power. So, in order to harness that huge potential of hydel power, also you needed interstate collaboration. So there was a need for a central institution. So in 1980 the law was passed, and in 82 the institution actually came into existence. The mandate which was given under the Act was to address the problem of flood and erosion and congestion in the river basins of the Northeast. And in order to address these problems, to do a scientific study and prepare, so do survey and investigation and modeling and prepare river basin plans. We call them master plans. So it was the statutory mandate of Brahmaputra Board to prepare master plans for the northeastern rivers. And the second part of the mandate was to prepare detailed project reports for multi-purpose projects, which can generate power, which can store water for irrigation and distribute water for irrigation, and which can also meet the drinking water needs, industrial water needs, and other needs, including the ecological and aquaculture and other requirements. So these multi-purpose projects was an important part of our mandate. We were also given the mandate to not only make the DPRs but construct the multi-purpose projects and operate and maintain such projects. So there was a huge mandate given to the board. So we started in 1982, and we to start with took up multi-purpose projects. We prepared DPRs for several projects like Singh, 13,000 megawatt project was envisaged, and the DPR was prepared. Subansiri, Lohit, Dibang, and many others, Barak, Tipaimukh. So a total of 14 multi-purpose projects were identified on which the DPR work was started. And most of these DPRs have been completed in the past, and they were handed over to different agencies, to the state government in some cases, to the central public sector undertakings dealing with power generation like NHPC or NEEPCO, etc. So in some of these cases, the power projects have come. For example, in Subansiri, power projects have come. On Siang, it has not come. In case of Dibang, so far it has not come up, but now the work has been started for lower Dibang. In Lohit, it has not come up so far. Tipaimukh also did not happen. And many other projects, they ran into problems. Brahmaputra board tried one project, Pagladia in Assam, tried to build that power project. But we were met with a lot of resistance and we could not get the land from the state government. So after making a lot of effort, the initiative was abandoned. So Brahmaputra board made these wonderful DPRs for harnessing the power potential of the northeast. In some cases there has been progress, some are in the pipeline, but in many cases there is no progress. So this is the story as far as the hydel power harnessing is concerned. The other initiative that the Brahmaputra board had taken at that time was to prepare the master plans. So we identified 70 rivers, 69 rivers and the island of Majuli, which is the largest river island in the world. So we identified these 70 for making master plans. We have already prepared 52 master plans, including Majuli, including Brahmaputra main river, Barak main river, and many of the large tributaries. So 52 master plans have already been prepared. Right now we are preparing about a dozen new master plans using latest technology, state of the art, and in close collaboration with the state governments and other stakeholders. And these would be GIS based master plans. The idea is that our master plans should be state of the art, they should be on GIS, and they should be as per the needs of specific needs of the communities and as per the specific need of the situation. So that work is going on. We have also prepared the roadmap for preparing the master plans for the remaining rivers. In addition, we have prepared a roadmap for updating the old master plans, because the old master plans are not on GIS technology. So we have now taken a decision that in a phased manner we will update all those master plans and also make them GIS based with the latest technology and with the latest data, because you know water is a very dynamic thing, and the ground situation changes. It changes very quickly sometimes. So that is the other work that we do, master plans. Then apart from that, we also have been doing anti-erosion works for the state governments. We started this in around 2002. Initially we did several of such projects on the border with Bangladesh in Assam. And then the government of Assam handed over the entire Majuli island to Brahmaputra board to protect it from flood and erosion. So since then we have been working in Majuli, and we have done really very effective work there. We have protected the people and the land of Majuli island. because that is a very vulnerable and fragile area. The latest evaluation study that we did through CWPRS, it has found that there has been in those last 20 years, there has been a net addition of land because by inducing the deposition of sediment and by the bank protection works, we have been able to save the land and rather add some area of land. So that is a success story. We have already done 5 phases of protection works in case of Majulia. The other big project that we took was in Dhola Hathiguri, because there are 2 mighty rivers. One, Dibang, which is descending at great velocity from the mountains in that area. So that river flows southwards. And then Lohit river, which comes from the east and has considerably slow speed by then, by the time it reaches there. So these 2 are quite dangerously close to each other. And because of the high velocity of Dibang river, it sort of forced its way into Lohit, then pushing Lohit water with great speed southwards, threatening the area of Dhola, Hathiguri, etc. So in around 2004 or so, we started working for restoring the Dibang river to its original course. So that work is also going on since last more than 20 years now. We are in the 5th phase of that work. We have not been fully successful in restoring the original course of the river, but we have been able to save the land and the people of the area from destruction. So apart from that, we are taking up projects for anti-erosion in other states as well. The jurisdiction of Brahmaputra board is 7 sisters plus the state of Sikkim and the northern part of West Bengal. So in all the states we have our offices and we are doing projects in all the states. We have also started now doing spring shed development, spring shed management works, because that is a very important activity in hilly areas. You know, in hills, the main source of drinking water and irrigation water is the springs. More than 80% of the people depend upon these springs. And because of several factors, whether it is deforestation, whether it is development of infrastructure, whether it is the demographic pressure, there is a problem of recharge of these springs. There is a problem of deterioration of the quality of water in the springs. So we have taken up springs as a big area for making a difference and trying to help the local communities, because if we lose our springs, then the conditions in the hilly areas will be extremely precarious. So, and apart from that, we are also supporting the indigenous water practices of the people of the Northeast. We are taking up R&D projects to study specific problems and find solutions. We have an institute called NEHARI, Northeast Hydraulic and Applied Research Institute, NEHARI. So that institute has the capability for material testing, for physical modeling, and now it is also it is becoming a center of excellence for capacity building. So we are training officers from all the states, all the dedication states, in different aspects of water resource management through this institute, in collaboration with other institutions like IIT Guwahati or National Water Academy, NIH, NESAC, which is the Space Application Center, etc. So we are doing a lot of work in capacity building as well. One of the main issues is whether we are Brahmaputra board in last 40 years, whatever work we have done, whether this is enough or whether we are doing the right thing or whether we are actually fulfilling our mandate. So there is a churning going on right now in Brahmaputra board to reinvent itself, to rediscover what exactly its role is. So now we have developed a strategic plan to make Brahmaputra board into a knowledge-based professional river basin organization in the future. To develop all the various competencies within the organization and to develop all the relevant partnerships in order to perform that role. So what kind of role? We, of course, we will learn from the Mekong River Commission. There are other river basin organizations which are doing good work in the world. We look forward to learning from them. But the main thing is that a river basin organization should understand the river. River basin organization should monitor the river. A river basin organization should do the basin planning and should become the platform for dialogue, for partnerships, for identifying the projects which need to be done in order to ensure water security for all the stakeholders, all the basin states. So for that we need data systems. We need to provide data services. We need to have good stakeholder engagement capability. We should have good communication capabilities. We should have good forecasting facility for floods, for droughts, etc. Because northeast region, although it is flooded with water during monsoon, but after the monsoon there is a situation of scarcity in many areas. So we should be able to have proper models in order to analyze and in order to predict what needs to be done there. So we need to prepare ourselves for performing that kind of role in the future. And we have now, thanks to the initiative taken by the Ministry of Jal Shakti, we are going to do a project with the European Union. We are going to develop the river basin plan for Barak and its tributaries through India-EU Water Initiative, India-EU Water Partnership. That will give us some international exposure as well. Hopefully we will also develop some winning arrangement with other river basin organizations of Europe. We are also looking forward to doing a project with ADB funded project for institutional development and capacity development of our engineers, technical capacity enhancement by taking specific action. So we are looking forward to that collaboration also, and we hope that all these issues that are arising in the context of the big dam at the Great Bend, or in the context of the climate change, or population pressures, or the need for economic development and infrastructure development, lot of challenges would be coming up, and we have to change. Brahmaputra board has to change. in order to meet those challenges. And I'm sure we would be able to do that. So I'll conclude with a couplet from Allama Iqbal from the same ghazal. कुछ बात है कि हस्ती मिटती नहीं हमारी, सदियों रहा है दुश्मन दौरे ज़माना।